In this video, we're going to talk about how I started a business in 2025 with no money and how these 3 tips can help you do the same. Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Now, if you're new to the channel, my name is Cesar. I'm a teacher turned entrepreneur, and in the past 6 months, I've been making YouTube videos, and it hasn't been easy. You know, at the beginning, I wasn't confident, I was stressed, I was worried about how the outcome would be. But in this time period, I've learned a lot, and I wanted to share it with you. If you're broke, get excited. So buckle up. This is the no fluff, absolute mindset shift. The first thing I want you to understand is you might not hate your job. You might be comfortable at that job. And unfortunately, if you're comfortable at that job, you're never going to get out of it. You're never going to start that business that you've been planning on doing. Realize if you really want to stay there or not. Now, that's not the first tip, but I'm already changing your mindset on how you should view things from now on. So the first thing I should tell you is that business is not thinking positively. You know, you can't just sit there, think positively all the time and have money appear in your bank account magically. It's not going to happen. Another thing that business isn't, for example, is reading books. You're not going to read millions of books and magically have money appear in your bank account. So tip number 1, mindset. Unfortunately, most people are just wasting time. You, by watching this video, already are taking action. You're trying to learn, you're trying to get information and something you can apply to change your life today. So that's the biggest thing with mindset. You have to realize your mindset should be to take action. Stop over analyzing everything. It's not getting you anywhere. You have to take action, and you have to realize that speed is the #1 quality to have as an entrepreneur. Speed. I had this idea for this video today. And what am I doing? I'm already filming, teaching you clowns. So speed is very important. Just because you do things fast doesn't mean the quality goes down. Speed and quality mixed together is dangerous. So realize speed and quality are very important. Now, at the beginning, that doesn't mean it has to be perfect. Just realize the mindset of an entrepreneur is to take action. With action, you have to do it with speed and keep the quality. If you can do this throughout your whole journey, it's impossible for you to fail. Imagine you're driving in the highway and you just let your foot off the gas. That vehicle is not going to stop going. That vehicle is going to keep pushing forward because it has the forward momentum. It has the forward velocity to keep pushing. Same thing with your business. If your business is going and you have that mindset to just take action and keep pushing the business forward no matter what obstacle comes your way, then the speed will get you through those obstacles. Whatever business you want to start today, you might as well start it today because it's probably going to fail. Most people's first business will fail. So you might as well start with that first business and just get it out of the way, take it as a loss, and move on to the next one. But at least you're gonna have that experience from that first business. For example, Elon Musk, he was trying to put rockets out in space. Let me draw a little rocket here. His first couple of rockets exploded. His first rockets failed completely, but at least he got the feedback from that and then fixed it. Now, he was down to his last try. He famously said he was down to his last attempt, and if that one failed, the company was broke. But at least he persisted. There are other examples. During World War II, what did Hitler do? In only 6 weeks, Germany had already taken over France. With Blitzkrieg, he executed complete rapid fire. He didn't stop. He took all his forces and just pushed through the enemy lines. So Hitler is a great example. One of the businesses that I started not too long ago was a coffee roasting business. I decided, you know what? Everyone likes to drink coffee, and I know plenty of people that love drinking coffee. Instead of buying a coffee shop, which was a tremendous waste of money and resources, I just decided to buy some coffee beans, buy a couple bags, buy a roaster, a little small roaster, and decided, you know what? Let me see if some people are willing to buy my coffee. What if I can create a roast that's fresh and people are interested in buying that? So I quickly realized with the few customers I had that none of them really care how fresh the coffee is. Yeah, there's a couple people that care if it's fresh, but most of them just like to drink coffee in the morning for the taste and the energy it gives them. Very small margin business. And you see, I didn't waste much money. I'd say maybe I put in about $500 into that business. At least I didn't waste thousands of dollars trying to buy a coffee shop location, paying rent, have to pay employees, and I have to waste a lot of time. So again, speed. You want to think, how can I get this idea done quickly and how can I start it today? If you are fast with your actions, whether it be in business or creating content, or even if you're fat and you want to lose weight, if you act quickly, if you move now, you can get started. If you start a business today and you start it next year, you would have wasted all that time. All those lessons that could have been learned along the way, you just wasted them for waiting. So again, speed is extremely important. And that's why it's the first tip is the most important one. If you can move quickly and change your mindset, stop being slow like everyone else and move quickly with quality, you'll get everything you want. Now, the second point I need to give you is the fact that most people don't even know what a business is because most people don't know what money is. Now, money is just stored time and energy of people. A business is you getting money in the business. That's what money is. That's what we're trying to focus on, getting money in. Most of you idiots out there trying to get money out, and that's how you go bankrupt. That's how you lose all the money. It's better to have a high demand of something and have people wait for it than to get a bunch of product, spend a lot of money, and have no demand. Because then you're just stuck with a lot of product. How do you make money? You have to convince people that the value that you're providing them with either a product or service is enough for their hard-earned cash. So understand, you do not need a lot of money to get started. A business is not a logo. You don't even need an LLC. It's not a trademark. So how are you going to collect money? What forms of money do you even want? Do you want people to pay you in Bitcoin, cash only, gold, silver coins? How are you going to collect it? You have to understand, if a business requires speed and money in, how are you going to collect that money whenever people actually want to buy your product or service? Start ideas for free. You don't have to spend a lot of money to get an idea going. You've been taking notes so far. You've learned a lot. And this brings me to point number 3. Point number 3 in 2025, if you want to start a business with no money, is use what you have. This point is very important. Most people are wasting their time. We already covered in point number 1, most people are lazy. Most people are just scrolling through TikTok, wasting their time, sleeping way more than they should. For example, if you wanted to start with what you have, do you have 2 legs and 2 arms? Maybe you can start mowing some lawns. Maybe you can start walking some dogs. Go up to some dog owners that you see on the street. Tell them, hey, I know you live busy lives. I want to walk your dog for you. And that way your dog doesn't have cancer. You don't want your dog with cancer, do you? So find something you can do with the time available to you. If you like working out, I love working out, and I could easily go to the gym, look for some people that are trying to get in better shape and tell them, hey, I love to train you. I'm gonna do it for free this time. And if you like the way I train you, I'm gonna charge you $20 an hour. Make sure you have authority in the subject at least. Make sure you're in good shape. You don't wanna be out of shape and try to train some people. It wouldn't work out. So this brings me back to point number 2 and point number 1. You wanna make sure money's coming into the business and you wanna take action quickly. Give me a second. Victory roast. So point number 3 is using what you have. And most of you probably have time. You don't have money. Otherwise you wouldn't be watching this video. So you have time to trade. You want to find things you can do. If you can clean a house, you can clean a car. You're trading your time for money, and then you look to scale it. Now, a real businessman, a real entrepreneur would try to find somebody to do the job, and you're just out there looking for customers. You're out there looking for clients. So for example, go tell your little cousin, after school, we're gonna mow some lawns, and by the time you're 20, you're gonna be rich. If you can't tell your little cousin to do something, then you have bigger problems. If you're trading your time for money directly, you're never gonna be able to scale that. Now at the beginning, you might have to do it, but if you can find somebody to do the job for you, that saves up so much of your time to go out there and try to see what opportunities are available. So for example, if I had to start a business and I had to use what I have, well, I like to work out. Let me draw a bicep. So I could easily start a training business. Aside from that, the people I train, I could tell them, I'm also going to prepare the meals for you. You have to use what you have. You can go mow some lawns, go walk some dogs, go clean houses or cars. What else could you do? If you like to cut hair, you could easily go out there, cut some people's hair, do it for free the first time. And if they like it, then you have a customer. So if you're trying to start a business in 2025 with no money, understand you have to use what you have. You have to make sure money's coming into the business and not spending it. And you take action with speed, you can get ahead most people in 2025, even though they already started. You can get ahead of them because most people won't take action and they're lazy. So if you have an idea, send it to me on Instagram. I'll look over it for free and tell you what I think. And if you like this video, you might like this one.